Okay, good morning everybody. Out here in almost just a t-shirt. Pretty nice out this morning. Still in winter time, but we just have a nice warm spell, or it feels warm because it was 5 degrees, 0 degrees Fahrenheit for the last 30 days. Freezing cold this year. So we got a lot of shop time in, and now we're on the job site with this warm up, taking advantage of this. Putting in a floor for this new house. So we do these both ways. Sometimes they'll do the framing and then we do our concrete work. This time with this particular build, it has nothing to do with me. This is just what this one calls for. We're going to do the floor and then they'll frame the walls, stand them up. It'll make everything a little bit easier that way. This floor is a machine finished kind of polished floor, and whenever we do that, that's going to be finished floor in the house. So put some sealer on it, get a little gloss to it, and that'll be that. Knocking down the grade, knocking the high spots down. We have our laser going right there, broadcasting a level beam, and the receiver over there on the stick. I'll show you that here in a second. Getting this all down below grade and then bringing it up right on grade with the limestone dust. Let me see the front of that, Steve. See, it's about an inch low. We'll have Tom bring another bucket in. We'll just bring it in kind of slow. That section is done. Ready for vapor barrier and then foam. This is a recessed area in the living room, 14 inches down. It gets some electrical conduits in it. So we have to take care of that before we prep in there. That's why we're holding off that. That's about all the talking for now. And I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, moving through the day pretty good. Our electric's going in for the sunken living room. Garage is almost graded. Steven and I are putting the foam down. So if you haven't seen this before, it's really nice material to work with. This is 2-inch foam. Gives you a real nice R value underneath the floor. Nice warm floor, as well as it has nodules that stick up 1.5 inches, and that accepts our PEX tubing for our in-floor heat. So hot water will pass through here, heat that floor up, and it'll be real nice and comfortable for living space. You have to be careful with it if you're dealing with this stuff. These edges kind of break off. You can see how they're got a lip on them. This stuff is kind of expensive as well, so you don't want to damage it. So right here, that's broken. So you just kind of bring that back, or you snap it all the way off so it interlocks. So that's what it looks like. So I want my next piece to go right down on top of it. So you can see how it just goes right together. I'm holding 2 inches away. We're having foam cut to tuck in there, and that'll come up, and 45 on the top for concrete. So a nice, that's why it's so important to have this grade actually perfect. You can just set this in nice. It'll go quick for you as long as you're set up good. Now you want to limit the walking on this just to installing PEX. Don't have people out here dancing around on it. Make sure everything lines up, locks in good. So usually one guy puts it in, and you have one guy with a sawzall knife cutting in all the edges and so forth. And it'll go real fast for you. You can see how this one, the corner's broken. Just kind of wiggle it together or get rid of it. Voila. Now that won't hurt you later on. You can see that's nice and flush everywhere. So the better this is put in, you're spending a lot of money doing this, you want it to be put in correctly. A lot of footprints, you can just rake them out a little. Voila. Okay. Whew, I got a long way to go. It's Friday, we're shooting for a pour here on Tuesday. Tuesday morning. When you have good edges, look how nice that just drops right in. Now, it is locked in. We get too much of this down, we're gonna wanna maybe lay some weight on it. We don't wanna come back here and have it blown all over the job site. Couple chunks of foam there to keep our 2-inch perimeter away. Worked out pretty good all down there. Electrical's almost done. Some custom bends there. Boxes are set to height. Now we'll just stone all around that. We have to put about 2 inches of dust on there. Looking good. So boom, where are we going? Over there and then around the outside, right? Or no?
You come around here.
Around that outside.
Terminate out to that wall over there.
Perfect. All right. This will be Monday. You can walk on these, just be careful. So we wanted to get this out to garage wall today. And we only have about 8 feet to go, and that'll be a wrap. So we have some sauna tubes here down to footer. This is a load-bearing column here, so I didn't want it setting on the foam. We can go back and forth on that all you want. We cut them out. Now we have concrete setting on concrete and post setting on concrete. 1, 2, garage, that's all open. I think there's one over there too we'll be dealing with. Another shower here, so this slopes down 1.5 inches. into the shower. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. Just pulled in here to Throwers, picking up a bundle of rebar. At first I rejected these. I thought they were all rusty, but they're just pine needles on them. Watch that freshly painted fender.
Yeah.
Six more inches that way. There you go. Looking good. That way a bump.
I got no more.
Okay. That's good. Okay. All chain done. Had to shut them off for a little bit of a personal conversation there. Let's get on the road. It is still quite cold out there. So Tony broke down this morning and Jason was telling me that he's still not there. So we'll get backed in and start on the rebar grid. Now all of our leftover concrete comes here and we dump it. Right there you can see some. And they break it up and then they'll crush it. And I think that's crushed material right there. And they sell it for fill. A couple viewers asked, what do you do with all the leftover concrete? Well, that's some of it. Looking for lines. Finally. Yeah.
Pretty big job for 5 yards.
We got more for you than that. Here we come, we'll pull them up on this wall as close as we can. A couple studs sticking out. A little bit more. Of course it did, huh? There we go. Okay. Looks like a nice mix. We want it tight for over that.
A little bit hot right here. A bigger pallet now?
What do you think, Jim? Plenty? Okay, that's good. We'll just back you up 10 feet, wash up right here. Once we set that drain in, we'll just pack concrete right around it. Just right here. Okay, how's Steve making out? How's that feel?
Tight.
Good.
Not ready yet.
All right, sunken living room, our wall outlets. Yeah. Round 1, round 2, and round 3. All right, concrete's still nice and soft. Ready, everybody together, nice easy, up and down. String is top and center of drain. Uh-oh. We gotta go down a ½ inch here. So string's better. Somebody on it? Okay, we're like right there now. Easy. I'm good here. End might be a bump high.
Feel like you're.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you're.
What happened to our string?
Yeah, we'll shoot it with your.
1/8 inch below top.
I'm about there here.
You want to shoot it with your gun?
Yeah, I guess.
Just trying to get it straight. Okay.
You need to come over to me.
Yeah, this keeps moving.
Use some concrete.
Did it come apart here? Do we want to tap this together? Bump it at the end?
Screwed in. Yeah, it's all screwed. I don't.
Okay.
There was just a gap, I think.
Okay. That was easy. Imagine doing that while we're pouring all this concrete. No. No. Think we're good?
String here.
Yeah, you got a little bump. It needs to go that way. First intersection. Once it's, yep. Now these are going to hold our sill boards. Nice, 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 nice. Only 3 hours behind schedule. No wonder I'm so cranky. Is that your height? We're just getting it set up so the string's dead center on that drain. At each seam, I'm just putting some extra concrete. Not even a shovelful. I don't want to move this drain. How about that? I like it. Good, good, good. All right, all cleaned up. Oh, yeah. Changing plans today. No boom. So the problem is we started with a 4,000 regular mix. We have to stay with that. This is all getting acid stained. I want the same shade. If we get to a blend mix, it could be a different shade. So we have to use a 4-inch line, not a 3-inch line, and they're quite heavy.
We're filling this too, right?
No, tomorrow. So we set our box in here. This is, now is it making sense? Lower living room area, main area. It's a 2-step down. Here's our 1-step in, and then our 1-step out. There's a fireplace in this corner.
I'm gonna give you
2, perfect. Make sure you're not too low so we can get a drill on it. But yeah. We'll get this all squared. And don't go away. We have something, I made some styrofoam cutouts last night that we're gonna wrap those steps. And the steps are gonna have a cantilever edge, and then they're gonna put a light bar underneath. Vent. Alright, so this is my foam for the cantilever. Screwing it from the face. That'll hold it. That'll create a cantilever edge. I cut a bevel on the back side so we're not a square. Maybe that'll come out a little bit easier. And I did a taper on the front. When it comes out, it can roll out. I cut these to go all the way back to the wall, cantilevering 3 sides. See if I can get a screw gun in there. Oh yeah. It's go time. All right, here's our nail set to height. We leave that in for a little while. Top of concrete. Get these walls loaded. A little mess here. That's all right. That's the worst that happens today. There we go. 30, about 33 yards. I got 34. We didn't run them all the way out. What is taking forever here is me walking through here. We're floating from the 3/4 inch sill. The top, excuse me, has a 1/2 inch slope to the drain, and then 2 inch slope up to that wall. And then we have a 3/4 inch step down to a 1/2 inch slope coming up. So Steve's just finishing up the last 2 feet there. How you liking that, Steve?
That's interesting for sure.
All right, that's all done. You guys are working around the pipes. Matt, you need any help out there yet? Okay. All right. Cleaning up our last truck. Won't be long for a machine? Okay. Grab a sip of coffee. while it's quiet for a second, we just give this sill a nice light broom. Slope 3/4 inch up and slope to the drain. Starting to pull pins, kickers, get this place cleaned up. Oh, remember the video last year trying to fix that thing? Here all it was a clogged up muffler. That thing's older than most of my viewers, and it still runs great. So this tape will get pulled off, and a grate will get put on there. So this has 2 inches of fall to that. This has about a 1/2 inch slope to that. And this has about a 1/2 inch slope coming out. Garage door sits right here. Good morning. Day, I don't know, 4 or 5 here. Fixing up. Today we have a boom pump. Mixed up in the scheduling yesterday. We couldn't get that. You saw that was a nightmare trying to pump 4,000 regular through a 3-inch line. So we had to go through a 4-inch line, too heavy to move around all those pipes. So we ended up just using it for the first 10 yards, and then we shot the rest directly out of the truck. A lot of developments here this morning. We had to make a notch in the concrete, recess that down 1.5 inches so the front door sits in there. It has a 2-inch high threshold, and the owner wanted it to be more like a 1/2 inch. So we got that squared away. We had to change a little bit here with my foam. The electrician sort of carved into the top. Now you're going to see all that. So we left this one go because it's not so bad. This one was clear out here. So I made a new piece of foam and just tucked it in. Over here we made a quick repair, bringing it in the back corner. We'll see how that works. We're going to start pouring. Start pouring. Where do you want to start? Right there? And come around this. Either way, we got to get this poured first.
Start back here, that way we'll finish up there. We don't have to carry.
Power trowel's getting on there. Yeah, go easy. Okay, I think we're pumping here any minute. Perfect. Okay, we're covering over that. Holding these in place. We don't want any of this to move. Steve's just giving it a light vibration.
Are we going to the top all the way around?
Yeah. Jim's idea, great idea, Jim. Up halfway around it. That way this box doesn't shift side to side. That's what makes our company a great company. Everybody pitches in. Good. Easy. Remember, drywall, everything's going right here, padded out a little bit, all that pipe goes away. The strip's in here for the lights. I want to be back over here to help hold this in place. See how I have it tucked in the foam? And I can still get that foam out. Hey, somebody stand on this right here. See how this, I don't want that coming up. Stand on that. Steve, stand on that as you do it. We didn't want to tap on into the finished floor. Wonder how long that spot was right in the middle of the lens.
Probably a while.
Okay, concrete's still soft, getting it all cleaned up. This is gonna crack tonight. Let's put a tool cut in there. Yeah, we have to. Hey Barry, we have to do a tool cut from corner to corner. Okay, we'll take care of that. Look at these saw cuts. There's so much going on here, I don't know where to put the camera. That was close. All right, 6x6 pads. Oh my gosh, look at the checkerboard. We targeted center. We have these columns in here, that's good. We give some relief there. We tried to hit partition walls, corner, so on into the garage. All right, I gotta get started cutting. These guys will yell if they need me. Whew. That's about the third pass with that. It's really starting to tighten up. This is the shower area. Done with that trough for a second? Yep. And edger if you're done with the edger.
Are your glasses on?
Yep. Need something?
Oh, I can talk to you later.
If you pull these too soon, you'll get a hairline crack right here. So make sure it's coming with it. Okay, the tape's just holding it. All right, let me get that tape out of there and we'll drop a second.
Take your end a little more, I think we're good.
How can I get that out of your way? Okay. Good. So I thought that might happen. We got to dig that out.
You gotta dig the concrete.
Yeah. This is really soft here. Why don't you give that a minute? I had it cut on a 45 so that we can get that foam out easier. Good.
Come out later, Father.
Later today, but today, yeah.
Ship it out.
Yeah. A little bit high right there. There he is.
Hey, Jim. Jim. I need to take some, Jim.
This one out. Here's the edge of phone. And there it is. See, it's starting to shine up real nice. We didn't want it polished where it's super slippery. Boy, is that smooth. Okay, let's get it loaded up. Saw cut tomorrow, and this project phase of the project is done. Okay, here we are. Day, I don't know, 900 maybe? Corner into a wall. Got this area broken up. Hey Tim, I brought you one. It's brand new. Kids these days. All right, that's it, getting it lined up, and I'm gonna go ahead and join in. A lot of cuts. I'll show you when we're done. Okay, most of our saw cuts are done. We just need to do our little connectors here and there, taking it to the edge. Just using a grinder to do that. We'll chase these straight down, chase them back. Let's dig this foam out and see what it looks like. There we go. Funny thing happened yesterday as we were leaving. We saw the mailbox laying on the ground, that brick column there. And we followed the tire tracks over. Yep, definitely one of our trucks hit it. One of our trucks, meaning mixer or pumper. Not sure which one. I questioned both people. I can see how they maybe just touched it, didn't know they hit it, knocked it over, and couldn't really say who it was for sure. So we took care of it. Tomorrow or next day or whenever, mount the mailbox on it. All taken care of. Everybody's happy. All right, let's look at this final project. Okay, down the road sometime this tape comes off. Decorative drain goes in there. This will all get weathered for about 28 days, acid washed, acid stained black. This is a shower that gets a decorative drain. We didn't want to run a saw cut through the shower area. Brought it over, 45 straight, 45 back. Now if a hairline cracks, and we know it wants to somewhere in here, hopefully it won't crack through that shower area. Over in this shower, same thing, decorative drain, 1.25 inch slope to that, and no saw cuts in that area. I really do like, I wasn't thrilled about this area in the beginning. Now I kind of like it. So I couldn't get the foam out yesterday because it was locked into these corners. Didn't want to risk disturbing this edge. Look how nice that looks. So I took some quick setting cement, cleaned that up. I might hit this with a rubbing stone, but that all cleaned up real nice. Touched up the face, couple holes down there. You can see that one. Now this gets a light bar up underneath here, and then around 3 sides, illuminating that. Furniture will outline this to the living area up here, so nobody falls into the lower seating area. Fireplace goes in that corner. TV, I imagine. I'm so glad nobody fell over that edge. I was so worried about that. Okay. Next here, wood plank stamp all the way around here. Before that, we got some stuff to do. Made some samples for acid staining. Go get a couple different colors and try them out. That way we'll see exactly what it's going to look like. As always, thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. Heading to the next project. Come on along with us. Hit that like and subscribe. Emily yells at me. I always forget to say that. See you tomorrow. Don't be late.